Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger, where I have two burdens. And I think there's new background in this music. So I think perhaps each time we gain a burden, like it's adding like another instrument. But I feel like there's an outer spacey harp-like thing going like in the background now that wasn't there before. It could be that I'm misremembering. I don't think the official soundtrack for this expansion stuff exists yet. So, anyway. Oh yeah, listen to this. In addition to the electric guitar, there was also some kind of horn or something. So it's definitely added another instrument. And I just have to take a moment. Like, the soundtrack was already excellent, but given the way that this portion, this little extra game pack is structured, so that you're forced to get the burdens in sequence, and so you're just kind of compounding upon your powers, making the soundtrack do exactly the same thing, where it starts out with the bass melody or whatever, and then is adding instruments as you gain those burdens, is just another example of how the soundtrack is so well integrated into this game that I have to take a moment to call it out. And so I've done that now, so let's go play the game! Hooray! But wow, yeah, this is... it's so good. It's so good. Alright, let's find out what's in store for us down here. I've got wings. Everything will be easy, right? Wings OP. There is the symbol for... the special brand symbol for Void Memory Cube. And so we'll be getting Void Memory at the end of this. And I see one Lev statue, so I cannot use my wand. There's an Ad statue with some mystery. There's a rock that I can't talk to yet. And there is a need to bump some walls, presumably. For example, here, I need the maggot in front of me to be facing away, so that I can pass them successfully. Why is there a piece of glass there? It's there to provide a tempo, or to give me the opportunity to kill a snake, or to give me the opportunity to push the rock off. All of those seem viable uses of the glass that I can see. And so, since I'm not talking to the rock, I forgot that I could use my wand. Fortunately, that's the first time that's ever happened in the entire 116 episodes of this playthrough, or wherever we're up to at this point. I managed to go 116 episodes without ever accidentally using the wand when a Lev statue would kill me. It's amazing. You can definitely, if you want to check my math to make sure that I counted right, and there had been 0 previous attempts, you can go rewatch the first 115 episodes and let me know. Okay, enough jokes. If I go here, you are facing me, and that's bad. But I would have had the same parity if I stepped on the glass as well. So what do I actually do? Okay, this is actually hard, because this guy will eat me because he's facing me. So what do I actually do? Was there another opportunity to tempo? I mean, I have to... Okay. So the third maggot and the first snake are in a certain synced parity with one another. There was a piece of glass there originally that middle maggot stepped on. Is that meaningful? Like, I couldn't ever get there, so I don't think so. The room also has, like, some interesting empty air geometry, but it feels like everything to here has been forced. If I go right up, down, down, or if I go right down, either of those two take 2 steps, which leaves me at the same parity, which leaves the leech facing to the left, and me dead. I could kill the maggot from the left-hand side. And it would give me parity because using the sword while I'm floating in midair would give me a step, but I don't have anywhere to go after that because I'm not currently facing the maggot, so it feels like I would have to do this. If I went down, down, I would be losing, but I could do this. And now the only problem is I have no way to get back over there. And even if I kill all of these, can I push the Lev statue off? No. I am not sure what I'm doing here yet, so I'm just kind of flying around and playing video games. If I bump a statue while I'm in midair, bad things happen. Was there a way I could... Okay, let's inspect the original game state with that one piece of glass. Let's go ahead and highlight it. This piece of glass right here. Can that possibly serve a purpose? I don't think so. If I were to wait longer at the beginning, nothing really happens. Also, there's a curious empty space here. There's a curious empty space there. It almost seems like I want to like go down and up, but obviously I just fall into a hole here. But I could try to like kill that first maggot that way, is what I was thinking. Is there a way that I can kill any of the maggots here? I mean, by the time I've reached here, you stepped down briefly where you would have been in line of sight for me to try to kill you. But that time has passed, and there was nothing I could have done about it because I couldn't get over there sooner. I can go up and down, and that's fine, but it doesn't do anything to change parity. If I want to change parity, I do this. And then we're just back here. And nothing makes any sense. Like, this room is extremely constrained. And so it's hard for me to imagine what I'm missing because there are so few elements. I feel like I've enumerated them all, and there is nothing to miss. And yet, here we are. It's not going to do anything, but let's just... Oh! I wonder if all of the rocks were hiding numbers underneath them. I'm going to write down 26. That also could be the number of times I need to bash against the ad statue in the final room to make it disappear, and all the other rocks could have a series of clues that say, hey, the one rock that you has a number underneath it is the number of times you need to bang the ad statue or something. That's totally the type of thing that this game would do. So if that ends up being correct, give this video a like. I want bonus points. Alright, let's see. Alright, I've got line of sight to you. Can I use my sword laser? Can I throw my sword like a boomerang in order to kill you right now and take a step? That'd be great. Yeah, because there's no way for me to go left or right and try to kill the leeches from here. The 26 I do feel like is part of a meta game, something that I haven't reached yet. And talking to that rock will say, you know, the answer's below me or something. There's nothing here to stand on, right? Yeah? No? Okay. And I'm not able to, like, push the rock onto a leech. Like... I said at the end of the last video and the beginning of this video, it's like, now that I have the wings, everything's going to be super easy, right? And we're 10 minutes into this video and I have not solved this room. Oh my goodness. Ways that I can take a tempo. I can bang against walls. Oh, I can bang against walls. There's a wall here. I'm glad I started enumerating them. There's my tempo move. I'm such a dummy. Well, I mean, I'm not a dummy, but that was a good hidden in plain sight. This game is good at that type of trick. But that was a very good hidden in plain sight type of trick. And the rock there, with all the distraction that it had, even though I don't have void memory, was also a good way to distract me from what I could have done there. But yeah, I can bump up against the wall, I can use my wand, I can use my sword. I think those are the main ways to take tempos. And it was the wall trick, and the key was that the north edge of the screen is also a wall. Alright, we did it. I had to finish my thought, but we did it. What am I looking at here? There's a jukebox. So I'm guessing at some point we will be standing here in order to solve the room. There are use statues, which could create white tiles, which are very important. Okay. I've witnessed things and stuff. Imagine I go down here, pick up this tile, then take this route flying around, drop the tile here, take this route, push the use statue up, creating a white tile here, which I would then be able to pick up and have nowhere to go. So that's probably not the solution. I could have taken this tile and used it to get somewhere over here, for example, to the jukebox, and then I'd be dead-ended. I'd be dead-ended, but being dead isn't all that bad if you want to change the music, because we're just void. So I might do that in a moment, but let's think about this a little bit more. Yeah, I think I do want to change the music. Let's go ahead and do that. This music track is a little bit loud, but it gives me the feeling of flying, and I have the wings. So I think let's try this music track. But I might get tired of it for being too loud, even in this room. Okay, so what's the plan? What's the plan, Stan? I imagine I'm going to want to pick up a white tile somewhere, but let's imagine not at the beginning. So I could pick this up, it allows me to get over here, and then I'm out, because I haven't picked anything else up. I can only carry one tile at a time with me, which is one of the reasons white tiles are so valuable, because you could go back and pick it up and reuse it. So, do I think this is the first white tile I would have access to? Yes, because I don't see a way to get farther than this or this, just doing normal-ish stuff. So, I've found a way to create a white tile, but I didn't have a way to retraverse. So if I pick this up, and suppose I drop it here, grab this one as well, I think rather than speculate about it, let's just actually play it out. So I guess I could also choose to go this way. I have to be standing on something to push the tile, so if I were to push to the right, I'd just die. But now the problem is, even after I do this, I don't have anywhere to put it, and if I'm just standing on it, I don't have anything good, so far that's no good skis. Is there a way for me to place 2 blocks down near the use statue? That seems plausible to me. For example, is there a way I could take this? Not sure exactly where to place it. Suppose I place it here. I almost did something here. I might have done something here. I can pick up the white tile and get somewhere. But it's still not quite good enough for me to do anything. Because I can't reverse to pick up the white tile again, and right now I'm just kind of in Nowheresville. Could I have picked up this one? I'm just, honestly, just kind of flailing and trying a few different things and hoping that something appears that's going to help me. Is there any way I could have gotten a tile here or here from the outset? That would be useful to know. So here or here. Can I get a tile there? Well, I already got the one to the left. Can I get the one to the right? That one's quite difficult, it seems like. Can I do something crazy? I'm sure I can do something crazy, but can I do something crazy and useful? That was crazy, at least. Not so much in the useful department, but I did leave a couple tiles behind here that maybe I could have used somehow, but it feels like I just ended up here again. I am facing a different direction when I'm here. Ooh, which means if I were holding another tile, okay. There's something that might be going on there. So... And holding another tile. How would I be holding another tile? Because I had to spend this one to get over there and do the stuff I just did. Okay, but I'm starting to realize a useful abstraction. Also, this is actually pretty close to something. The useful abstraction that I just realized. Actually, is this something? Hold on. Because I can go here. I can go here. But I still can't pick up the white. Okay, the useful abstraction that I just realized is there are 3 tiles here together. Anytime there's 3 tiles in the little zigzag diagonal, that means you can always choose to pick up one of them and step onto another one. And so, like, that's what happens right here at the beginning. There's 2 diagonal ones in front of me, and so I can pick up one and step on another. And so that's the main way I can pick up the purple tiles, and we'll definitely need to be moving a number of those purple tiles around. Okay. It's also possible that I'm going to be pushing the use statue twice. I don't think it's likely, but I just want to point out the possibility. That's totally not going to work here. But I was thinking I could push it to the north and then also push it to the east. But I don't think that's the right thing to do. What if I leave that there so I have a diagonal preserved for later? Or use it as a stepping stone to pick up another one here, but I didn't accomplish anything by doing that. But I like that idea somehow. There was something to that idea that was nice to me. I'm kind of flailing, so let me do some flailing on my own until I find the opening move. Oh. Oops. I start walking on a white block, which means my first move can be this, and now I'm already carrying a white block. That's probably going to make the puzzle a whole lot easier. That only took me... Let's not talk about how long that took me to see. Let's just move on. So with a white block in hand, I have to imagine that I could press on a use statue and get another white block, and probably some good things will happen. For example, can't I just fly anywhere I want to go now? Because I have 2 white blocks and that's all you need? Sure feels like it to me. So I can just ignore the rest of the puzzle. So it was just a matter of having the insight that you start on a white block. There might be a parity thing here at the end. No, there's not. I can just go to the exit. Okay. I feel dumb for how long that took me. But there we are. Okay, this is interesting. Let's just kind of play with it for a moment before we think too hard about it, because we've seen what good thinking has done for me so far in this playthrough. Let's see, I want to do a similar-ish thing to get my hands on a white block. Okay, I got my hands on a white block. Is that enough to realize anything amazing? Sadly, no. Okay, but that already felt not awful. Oops. Alright, let's imagine you didn't see that bit. Okay, so... there's a white block. I would like to pick it up. I'd also like to create another white block. I would like many things. Also, with the white block, could I pick up a glass tile, and is that ever going to be useful? Possibly. Yeah, it does kind of feel like if I want to pick up that block I've just created, this is the only way to do it. And it doesn't really help me. It helps me more than I realize, because I still have this block alive now. That's actually quite the boon, I think. Is it enough? It might be... question mark. It does allow me to make the other white block. And I can use a piece of glass. Can I use a piece of glass to pick up one of these blocks? And get to the other one? I can pick up one, but I can't get to the other one, I think is where we're at. Yeah. I can pick it up, but now I'm floating in space. Okay, but that got very close. So do I know what I did? I guess I created a white block. Then I found what's maybe the shortest route to pick it up. Is there another route to pick it up? I can... Seems like the only place to pick it up is facing north here. That's the only place I'd be standing, because I'm not going to be facing south here. So under that assumption, the fastest way to get there is definitely like this. There is a block to my north that doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to utilize at all in the solution. I still need to try to create the other white block, but I have a number of pieces of glass. Do I have an extra piece of glass to my south this time, possibly? That's going to win me the puzzle, maybe? Because in addition to standing here, now I can go grab... I can grab the white block, but then I can do this, but I'm stuck. And then I'm back at the same spot I was. Okay, but I felt like I was close there. So let's just keep repeating those same steps, because it feels like this is very close to being fruitful. I could be wrong. So yeah, I want to be... There's another possibility, hold on. I want to try something else while I see it. If I pick this up and do this, there's another way to get here from the south. It kills more glass tiles, but it might end up being the correct solution. Because it leaves me a block in a very useful position, as far as I can tell. So from here, if I push this, oh, I'm thinking so hard. Is it helping? We'll see. That seems pretty good. I'm still not sure what to do with it, but it seems pretty good. Kind of the only legal thing to do with it. How am I ever going to... The tile I'm standing on right now, how would I ever pick it up? I would get another glass tile next to it. Or I would be standing on glass or have glass one away, such as this one, that I could go pick it up. But then I'd be floating in space here to pick it up. So can I move? What if I... This might not be right, but it's what I see right now. Take this glass tile and move it closer to something. And also there's that glass tile on the upper right that I haven't used. It feels like none of this is helping me. If I had placed it here instead, does it help me? Seems like I would just be breaking it sooner and still not accomplishing anything. If I placed it here, it kind of helps me from the point of view that I could pick this up, but I'm facing the wrong direction, there isn't anything nearby. So that still wasn't quite right. And I didn't use the upper right glass tile. Is there a way I could have used the upper right glass tile? For example, suppose I had pressed this down this way so it starts out closer to me, and then tried to do something otherwise similar-ish. I'm not sure I wanted to go south there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I could have taken some glass with me, couldn't I? Yeah, let's redo that and just experiment with that for a moment. That feels plausible to me. Put in glass here. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up, because I might want it later. And a thing I might want it later for is somehow arranging to pick up the glass that's in front of me. Oh, which I could just do right now, and then I think the puzzle is solved, because now I can put glass next to this. And yeah, now I have 2 glass tiles. Great. Okay. There were probably many ways to do that. I found one of them. And that is all that matters to me for the moment. Alright. Wow! These wings puzzles are so easy. The wings are so overpowered. Great. This is interesting. This looks like kind of like a Sif idol, because it's got like the bass over here and the horns over here. I'm glad I'm taking video of this, because so far the only note I have is the 26 that was under a rock, but I have a feeling there might be a lot that the rocks say that's like, what number floor looked like a Sif idol? Or something. Does it look like a Sif idol? I haven't decided now if this is like a face or something, and this could be like a mimic or a spider, or there's a few ways you could interpret this. In any case, there are 4 Lev statues. I will need to hold down the buttons, but I will also need to kill some dudes, and it's the dude killing that feels like it's going to be the hard part. I do witness. Yeah, it seems like it would work. That if this guy were still on this button... I don't want that guy there, though. Is there a way to do what I want to... Ooh, I'm moving... Oh, there's another button over there! There's another button over there! And now I can never solve the puzzle, probably. Maybe. Who knows? Fascinating. I was thinking... putting something there... back when someone was standing on the button. They would have come running toward me and I'd hit them with my sword. And then good things would have happened. But they were no longer standing there by the time I got to doing that. So, I want you on the button. Oh, wow, and if I try to move back to the south, yeah, I just start shuffling these guys all around. Okay, so there's like a clockwise, counterclockwise type of constraint that I had not fully appreciated that's going on here. Okay, fascinating. So I was thinking... yeah, that if I do this, I can make a kill. I need 3 guys alive, because I can't put a Lev statue. Oh, I just took a death. Okay, that was foolish. I need 3 guys alive to hold down all the doodads and whatchalls, pressure plates. But at least I have reduced the count to 3. And I can even get them all standing on the plates. However, there's the simple matter of the exit. Let's imagine that I can shuffle and unshuffle these guys at will. If that were the case, all I would need to do is find a way to reach in there and yoink the exit at some opportune moment. Oh, and I almost see such an opportune moment already. I can't put the exit back down, though. Hold on. All I could do is create a hole as an obstacle for... oops! For them. Yeah, let's get back into that state. It's interesting. I'm not sure if it's because I played some other game in between that had an undo key, but I find myself wishing for an undo key more now than I ever did when originally playing this game. I'm not sure why that is. In any case, I can make one more hole, and so just the thing I was thinking of, it's not going to solve the puzzle, was to put another hole there in order to, like, further constrain them or something. But there's still no way for me to get to the exit. So, knowing what I know now, how could I ever solve this puzzle from the initial state? So, let's assume I'm not moving the buttons, because moving the buttons is a possible thing I could do, but let's assume I'm not. If there is a Minotaur guy here, and here, and here, and the exit is here, then it's impossible to solve the puzzle. No, I can step into the exit before he sees me. But I would be coming from here or here, and if there's a bad guy here and here, that's what makes it unworkable. So, Minotaur next to exit, not a problem. If I step there first, I step first and I'm in the exit before he has a chance to attack me. Minotaur next to a path to the exit is a big problem. If I try to approach from here when there's a guy here, he'll just eat me as I try to pass by. And there aren't long enough running corridors for him to still be facing to the north and in the midst of running for me to run by while he's not looking yet. So, I don't think there's a way for me to reach in and grab the exit. There's not a way for me to kill these guys without placing tiles, because if I just try to reach over and use my sword, he attacks first. Is that true even if he were in the process? I mean, he's only got a one tile... he's only got a one tile way to move. Is that always true? This guy can move 2 tiles at a time. Is there any scenario... Is there any scenario where I can beat this guy to the punch? Yes! Okay, look at that. I've done something. I haven't moved any tiles yet. And already I'm in fantastic shape. So what could I do with this? Imagine that I pick some random tile and put it here, for example. Then baited a mimic out over here, ran around, had him chase me back in here. He's going to get stuck over here, though. This is the tile I pick up to use. He's going to chase me back and be on the button. That's, I think I found a solution. Believe it or not. George isn't at home. So leave a message at the beep. Okay. Oh, that's a huge problem. It's not as huge of a problem as I originally thought, maybe. Because if I go here, you don't see me anymore. Oops, and I also just killed myself. Okay, I think there is... I think the nugget of an idea of a solution that I had going on there might yet work. And so we're going to give it a try. And I've already ruined it. Okay, it's a little harder to deal with these guys than I first appreciated. So from here... Yes, I want to approach from the south. No, that guy just went there. I can't ever cross the north. Okay, yeah, it's like this. I just need to not go north center. Okay, so there's my opportunity to make the kill. So now... There's a problem both if I go around the south and if I go around the north. It is a serious problem. I can pick up, put down, pick up. So suppose I pick up one of these to pin one of the mimics. Put it down somewhere to let him out. and then pick up this tile to force him back. That seems plausible. So what if I pick up, put down, and let's imagine I'll be able to sort those two mimics out no matter what I do. I'm calling them mimics now, and they're not, they're Minotaurs. Mimic, Minotaur, they both start with the same letter. Pretty much the same thing, right? Right. So if I walk around here, this guy will go back, and so let's imagine everything could turn out hunky-dory. From here, I need to do... it's not good enough, but I can work out good enough. From here, I can pick up this tile, which enables you to come back here, which is where I need you. Eventually. I'm taking my hand off the keyboard, left hand off the keyboard, so that I don't accidentally do the thing. Okay, yeah, I think I do want you trapped over here for the moment. Then I want to get these two guys back in their final resting... Oh, that's not the final resting session. Alright, this will be a pain in the neck, but it's fine. Give you the runaround. Ooh, can I make this runaround happen? I think I made one critical error that's going to make things unsolvable now. I'm not certain it's the case, but it's looking likely. Could go here. Can that help me? I need you to go back to the north. But the act of me doing so causes me to pass over here, which brings you back over here and makes this unsolvable. Okay, I think I had the right thing going and I stepped one too far at some point, and so I'm going to get back into that state. While I'm here, it occurs to me that actually the guy I might want to have the ability to get free might be this guy. Because then the other two can't get into trouble with one another, which is what I was running into at the end of the previous one. So you're back in the correct spot. That's great. You, I have to convince to go around a couple of times. Now I can grab this tile, which means you will now be capable of chasing me down. But this guy, oh, this guy is causing trouble. Quit causing trouble. Get back in your little push button hole. Okay, and now from here, I think maybe I could solve it. There's still a problem. Is there a problem? This might solve it. I think this solves it. Because now I can get you to chase me. Where is my tempo move? It's here. There we go. The exit is open. I move first. Boom. We did it. Oh boy. Well, these wings puzzles sure are easy. Oh, I need a stretch after all that. Okay, I think that's a good place to call it a day. I'm going to say I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Void Stranger. For now, bye-bye.